PC version gives you all languages, so the Steam version can automatically be changed to the Japanese, which is kind of awesome. I love it. Don't tell me the bot isn't working again. No, don't tell me the bot isn't working again. I haven't done a One Life challenge in 3 months and now the bot's not working. No! No! You can't do this to me! That's fine. It'll be an unofficial one. Actually, you know what? I'll go one better, just for the sake of having a pattern to do. So, normally what we do to verify One Life runs is, in the Oddspeed Discord, it comes up with an input of certain sequences that you then do to verify that the run's happening, just to sort of sync it up. Now, the bot's not working properly at the moment, so I'm just going to reuse the one that I had for August as a placeholder. So that'd be hello. No, so it's hello. Long whistle, short whistle, hop, fart. Okay. So we'll just roll with it. I won't put it down as an official one, but I'll treat it as one, and we'll just roll with it. So, as opposed to the speed run I'm going to be doing in a couple weeks' time, which is going to be an any percent run, I'm going to be making an active effort to be playing the PC version for everything from now on, because it's consistent. Except for when that happens. And then 1, 2, there we go. That's why I had to make sure everything was in the right position. Okay, it's X for that. Okay, so I need to go... Hello, Moozy Drift. Moozy Drift, okay. My eyes are working. I may have an eye appointment in a couple of weeks, but nevertheless, my eyes are working at the moment. Thank you for tuning in. This is meant to be a One Life run, but the bot is not working properly in the Discord, so I'm just spitballing it at this point and practicing. I've got my timing off. But yes, was playing I Want to Be the Guy earlier, now we're just playing some Abe. For funsies. Because in a couple of weeks' time, I'm going to be doing a speed run, and I like the normalcy of this. Why do I feel like I've seen you on YouTube before? I have been doing stuff on there for about 12 years, so there is every possibility of that. Awkward Australian who laughs at things a lot and often accidentally peaks his microphone while trying very not to go into an absolute giggling fit, and occasionally does saxophone tutorials. Is good fun. So, off chance if you've heard the intro of, hey guys, SaxDude26 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Legacy of Goku 3, Boo's Fury. Last time we defeated Raditz. No. Sorry. I've been editing more Legacy of Goku videos, so that's where my brain is at the moment. That was the most... I think I saw your comment on the A page. Okay, now that is meta as heck. Absolutely. You probably did. There was a very extensive comment on there going, liking the fact that these textures look cool, and could you have the hands have different numbers of fingers, and what about these things, and what about, yes, that sounds like me. That sounds like me. I saw the mod and I was like, this is kind of cool. I dig this. And given the stuff that's going on with a lot of modding for Abe's Oddysee and Exodus on PC, seeing people trying to add to it as well as preserve aspects from, say, the PlayStation version and mod them across to the PC version, it's cool seeing that people are also trying to upgrade what we have access to on the PC as well. So the possibilities are super exciting. So yeah, I did leave a comment there and I did gush like crazy because it looks cool and I want to see what's coming next. Oh, so close. The other reason it's so beneficial to be doing the PC version from now on for One Life runs is a lot of the tricks that I abuse and have abused in previous One Life runs, I need to stop doing because you can't do them in the PC version. I've seen a bunch of other people talk about the fingers too. Well, like, that's the thing, is that I'm all fine with any number of fingers. I understand the localization reasons for Japan, and I understand how that came across to what I guess in some respects you'd call the old timeline, because from what I'm understanding, no spoilers please. Oh, I just saved 2 more Mudokons. From what I'm understanding, there is going to be a branch in the timeline where Soulstorm is in place of where Exodus was. So it's basically Munch is the 3-finger timeline, and whatever comes after Soulstorm is the 4-finger timeline, and I'm cool with that. But having the options is also cool as well. So I like that. I like that a lot. Granted, I realize it's easier to mod it for Abe's Oddysee than Abe's Exodus, considering Abe's Oddysee has the assets for both already because of Abe-A-GoGo. So by extension, the PC version already has it all built in. But with Abe's Exodus, I love people adding to it. Also, I've been seeing a whole lot. I'm late to the game of seeing how people have been modding and expanding the Abe games compared to a lot more of the community, so I'm still slow on the uptake here. I've seen custom levels, but this is all very fresh to me. Alright, I've got to work out the best way of doing this. Okay, cool. That's good. That's good. Now the tricky thing is going to be any of my GameSpeak abusing tricks are no longer going to work in this version, so I need to be far more realistic with the way I'm playing. It's fine, there are more grenades in here, Abe. For most of the HC stuff was private for a long time to avoid drama. I mean, that's fair, because no one had any idea what Soulstorm was going to be, and even then, I've been keeping myself fairly blind. It's there on my shelf, but I haven't played it yet. And I've still managed to have tiny things spoiled about it, but not a lot of it, which is kind of amazing. So I understand that people want to try and build up what the original games are offering, because let's be realistic, unfortunately, because of how old the games are and where Oddworld is moving forward. Abe's Oddysee and Abe's Exodus are not going to come to Switch. I know a lot of people would love for Abe's Exodus to come to PlayStation Network, but New and Tasty and Soulstorm are being considered the new canon, so I know for a lot of people it feels like some of the old content is dead. Some people keep asking about the original assets and source code because of the HD project, and they won't stop it, so we moved away from a public audience. That's fine. That is totally sensible, because the Oddworld fan base can be a lot better in terms of cutting the toxicity compared to a lot of other franchises, but I will be honest, there is a reason I stopped using the Oddworld forums quite some time ago, and that is because, unfortunately, that's where I started finding the more toxic sides of it. Because the good is great, but the bad is awful. Like, I'm actually part of a Facebook group for Oddworld, and there was one person who joined solely to post a 2-hour rant video explaining why Soulstorm is a bad game and no one should buy it. And one, that was very harsh because people didn't want spoilers. But two, that was the only reason they joined the group. And I actually have one friend from Spain who jumped on the Oddworld forums because she thought, well, hopefully this fan base is less toxic than, say, the Sonic fan base. And she literally deleted her account the next day because turns out, no. Perfect. Normally I solve that by abusing GameSpeak. Can't do it anymore. Yeah, it is unfortunate that there is some toxicity in this fan base. Thankfully, it seems to be on the more milder scale, which is nice. Because the people who are really passionate about Oddworld, they're like, more games? Yes, please. I mean, heck, I have streamed Munch's Oddysee 3 times. I'm about as neutral as you can get with this franchise. And I didn't stream it 3 times to hate on it. I streamed it 3 times because I love it. Yes, when I did one of the playthroughs, I had a game crash counter on screen. Unfortunately, I was playing the 2013 build, and even today it is still quite unstable. It is an unfortunate thing. But thankfully, through that, I also found a modding community who have been working on fixing the music in that version, which is a big deal. So even through that, I found people, you know, giving back, which is huge. It's huge, I tells ya. So the people who are passionate about these games, be it the new or the old, we just love them. We just love a goofy, bipedal, blue doofus making fart noises with his mouth. We just have fun. We just have fun. There was a really toxic comment on the HD video, but I couldn't stop laughing after reading it. Yeah, honestly, that reminds me of some of the stuff I saw on Oddworld forums. I remember someone specifically made a thread, I said specifically a lot, with the sole intention of saying, Munch's Oddysee is the worst game in the series, let's have a thread about it. And the fact that it didn't stay as a single comment thread surprised me. The fact that the thread didn't get shut down for having no purpose other than just complaining about a main series game. And I didn't get it. I could not get it. And it's that kind of attitude which is part of the reason why I haven't gone back in a long time. And unfortunately, a lot of the community that evolved or found each other from there have I forgot my game speak for a second there. Yeah, a lot of the community on there are some great people on there, but there are some people who overshare, and it's unfortunate. So, yeah. It's part of the reason why I'm finding, especially the community that keep track of the One Life runs, a whole lot more wholesome. Like, I asked at one point, is there a One Life category for Munch's Oddysee? And they've gone, that is a huge endeavor and a lot of time that you'd be putting in. You're more than welcome to try one, but that's a lot of hours. The guy was talking about how apparently you can't remake the game in HD and you can't have CRT rendering and have the same pixelation mapping and... See, I find that comment ironic because that seems to be everything that people were complaining about regarding Soulstorm is that it's not exactly the same, and I'm like, neither's new and tasty, and it's my favorite game of all time. And I love the fact that it isn't the same as Abe's Oddysee, because you have to look at those games differently. This game, the ways in which this game is aged, Abe, like, New and Tasty addresses a lot of those things in the same way Exodus does. But by the same token, Oddworld had to evolve. And that's why Munch's Oddysee exists. And people weren't too, like, not everyone was sold on Munch's Oddysee, so the games still have to evolve in some way, so that's why Soulstorm is also different. Those people are impossible to please. They complain about one thing, and then, okay, well, let's go back to the roots. Oh, it's not close enough. Don't be worse than the Sonic fandom, please. These things don't even exist, so I don't know what they're talking about. Exactly. They want something that doesn't exist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, and this is how down to earth I am. I love the Oddworld. I love the Game Boy games. I have beaten Oddworld Adventures 1 without dying. I have played 2 levels of Munch's Oddysee Game Boy Advance with a blindfold on. That's gonna be fun to edit. Like, I couldn't be... I know my biases are huge, but I'm also realistic in my criticisms. And these people, oi. Oh, some people, much like the loading screens say in Abe's Exodus, just need to sit down and shut up. Oh, fun times. Whee! So yeah, this run is going well. Unfortunately, because of the fact that I rely so much on the game speak glitches in secret passages, I now need to learn... Oh, Twitch blocked my quote. Honestly, totally fair. It's all good. It's all good. Because if there's any swearing in it... Oh, whoops. If there's any swearing in it, I'll probably have to edit it out anyway, depending on how intense it gets. Cosmo versus Goku can tell you all about censoring the chat. Cosmo, if you are still watching, I genuinely wonder if you have watched the newest One Life run that went up on YouTube. I kept your posts in there, but I edited it in a way that I thought was pertinent to the discussions that we were having. If you have not watched it, please do. It is funny as heck. But absolutely, Moosey Drift, I completely agree. Some people are impossible to please and should not be, like, should not speak for the fandom. Meanwhile, there's me who's sitting here going, I just like having more Oddworld to play. And if that means, you know, that I stream Munch's Oddysee 3 times and talk about the fact that Munch's Oddysee GBA in the manual says it takes place after the console game, meaning technically it's Munch's Exodus, and then just wait to see if anyone's spurred on by that, and then just smile and keep going, so be it. The guy basically said I should stop dribbling shiz if I don't know what I'm talking about and don't reply unless I have fabulous shiz to say. Ah, yes. Because his complaints were just the most fabulous of shiz to begin with. Oh beans, some people. Some people I know think weird things. Yeah. I mean, for goodness sake, when Lorne Lanning described the perspective of Oddworld Soulstorm as 2.9D, because he went, we're not going fully 3D like we did with Munch's Oddysee, but we are adding so many layers of depth into the 2.5D, it's like it's almost rotated enough. I'm like, you're a cheeky man, Lorne. And I know that's going to upset a lot of people for no reason at all. You know what? Considering the tendency of the people that kind of stuff upsets, I'm glad he said it. Okay. Again, I don't know if this one life run will count, so I'm wondering if I want to still do... Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for it. We're gonna do this one. Let's be realistic. I've got to learn how to get used to this anyway. Okay. Yes! It still works! That is my favorite trick to pull off, and I love that it still works. Oh, that makes me so happy. Oh, that makes me so happy. Okay, I'm gonna have to remember to clip that and post it in the Oddspeed Discord, because that... Oh. If it turns out that no one else knows about that, I may have just found the strategy that will help me in that in the speedrun, because that is going to make Scribanian Temple so much more bearable. I like how in Abe's Oddysee, the Mudokon run cycle is screwed if you don't know, and then you're unable to see... Oh! When you said that the run cycle is screwed, I thought you meant that depending on where a Mudokon is standing when they run, if they're too close to a wall, they get stuck in it. I thought that was what you meant by screwed, because that is funny as fudgesicles. But no, yeah, I know it is a little bit juttery, much in the same way that there is a certain element of prance when you look at the demo version of the Scrab's walk animation as well, and they're just a little bit juttery in there too. And I always notice it. They have like a little bit too much spring in their step. Okay. We are making good progress, yes. It's also nice that the blue box is fixed now. I was actually testing out Live Split the other day, so I've had a lot of practice going through here. This screen used to terrify me as a kid, and now it's almost as natural as breathing. Now, Moozy Drift, I'm genuinely curious. Would you say this is, in your opinion, the hardest secret passage in the game? Because personally, I'd give it to Paramonia Temple, but I'm just curious what your thoughts are. Because this one, I'm usually okay with. The fact that I can pull off that trick at the Scrab, I now know that I can basically do most of the first half of the game for a one life run. That's a big deal for me. Perfect. Ah, because I hung. Okay, gotcha. Not sure, usually just cheese it. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. This is a tricky one. If we're talking new and tasty, this is absolutely my least favorite. I hate it in new and tasty. It is my least favorite secret passage by far. But in Abe's Oddysee, I'm still a lot more uncomfortable with the single secret passage in Paramonia Temple. By comparison, this one's just time consuming, honestly. Boom. Yeah. Other than it just taking 45 years, It's a lot less nerve-wracking than it used to be when I was 7. But it's taken years for it to get to this level of tolerable for me. But yeah. Time well spent, methinks. I think the trickiest thing of all for doing a speed run. What? Okay, I call hijinks because here's the interesting thing. 1, I didn't expect that to work. 2, I remember specifically that someone on the Oddspeed Discord told me that GameSpeak interrupting doesn't happen on the PC version. The two things, sligs falling off ledges and chanting to make scrabs fall in holes, have both happened during this run. Thus proving that yes, they actually do happen in the PC version. Yeah, like, it's the interesting thing. I know that there's some weird timing differences, but someone told me, I can't remember who. I remember someone going, yeah, no, the timing's a little bit different in the PC version, so I don't think you can pull it off. Now, I'm not sure if they said I don't think so, or they've just gone, nah, PlayStation only. I have footage that says otherwise. Now to not get shot in 5 seconds. Hopefully. I nearly balked that up. And by nearly, I mean basically... Turmeric! Yep. I don't know what the actual Japanese is for freeze. Alright! I learned a speedrunning trick that I could have used just then and I didn't. Which is that I can actually run back into that screen when the first slig runs in, and I can get most of the way behind him before I am noticed, and it is the funniest thing ever, and I love it. Alright, now when these bats cooperate, we co-op stop it. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay. You know what? So far, not too bad. Now it's 7, I'm pretty sure. You can stop. You can stop, dude. Forgot that was the game speak for that direction. Cool beans. So all I need now is rocks. So that's 2 more. 34, 35. Awesome. Okay. So now all I need is rocks. I love finding out things about games that make me happy. To be fair, like, that GameSpeak thing, I think the main reason I believe them is because I have my own personal hang-ups, or have had my own personal hang-ups with the PC version and hesitated learning it for the longest time. And the main reason for that is actually Paramonia Temple, because the number of times I have been standing next to a swinging rock and it has killed me when I've been stationary is too many that it upsets me. So it is the one thing that I know during a speedrun is likely to kill me, and during a 1 life run is almost guaranteed to kill me. So I just assumed when someone said, oh yeah, that doesn't happen in the PC version, that they were right. Because I just went, yeah, I'm just a greenhorn. I don't know what I'm talking about. These people have been speedrunning since, you know, speedrunning longer than they know how to do multiplication. I really shouldn't be arguing this to this crowd. Okay. So that is boom, boom. Awesome. So that's 37. So we're sitting 1 shy of my current personal best. With one blah 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 blah. Talk of the good, yes. Talking the good, yes. Hey, more than anything, when this 1 life run does end, when it does end, I will ask, based on the fact that the bot is not working and the fact that I just reused my August prompts, can this one still be counted? If they say yes, lovely. Because my goal is to make this my new personal best. In the PC version, I know, branching out. Okay. Well said, Sleeks. There we go. Perfect. Alrighty. In line with my personal best. I can't remember what killed me last time. I think it was something stupid. Oh, I hope it wasn't a landmine. Oh yeah, I think I walked in front of the Slig or got killed by a bat. That sounds right. I think that was one of those two things. No, I'm not going to get that rock because the next rock sack has 3 in it. Okay. I've got to work out a way to do this screen faster without getting myself killed. So that's one I'd like to practice, I think. But now we come to this nonsense. Oh, I hit the wrong button for a second there. Okay, good. Okay. This secret passage in New and Tasty actually on a few 1 life runs has actually killed me. So, the fact that I'm here is a big deal. Okay. Guru yourself. He was thinking about it. He was thinking about it. Bum-ba-dum, bum. Bra-ba-dum, bum, bum. Ba-ba-dum, bum. And then we'll hear him when we're in this screen. Oh, I forgot about the bats. Okay. Cool beans. Nope, 40. I hit the counter instead of hitting the chant. The joys of having a keyboard. Gotta get used to this control scheme. Dubba da dubba da bum bum bubba dubba da bubba da bibbly bop bop. They're just looping around to the tension. Yes, I love this music. Duck duck duck, dubba duck duck. Thank you. Okay. Now let's not do the stupid. Okay, so if this counts, this is my personal best in terms of a one life run for Oddysee. This is huge. This is crazy. I'll have to ask. Oh yeah, Japanese version. Big Face has a voice actor in cutscenes. But I am thinking with tonight's One Life run, I'm going to go to Scribania before Paramonia. Mostly because if I do get to the temple, the swinging rocks will kill me. I'm not in the mood for that noise, so I'm not going to even deal with it. Do 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 do. Oh, pardon me. The excitement though. Just feels good to be back in Monsaic Lines. I mean, of course I love it here. I have one of my stream preparation tracks is the Monsaic Lines music. It's just good chill track. Oh, yeah. Push the button enough times, Marley. Come on. Come on. That's better. I thought about going back to respawn him, like I did. Look, no risk, no fun. Do the skip. The skip where you jump because you're close enough, and I think, depending on how you time it, you can dodge the slingshot. I know I've seen someone do it. I think it may have been... Who was it? I think it was Blue who did it, the current record holder, I think. I need to practice a lot of the speedrunning tactics. I'm not as familiar with them yet. But I am at least at a stage where there are certain parts of the Stockyards that I can do stupidly fast. I know I can get up to Paramonia from the start within 10 minutes. So that in itself I'm pretty proud of. But I've got a really... Different sling muds have different buffer strats. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Because I think most of the strats involve trying to bypass them as quickly as possible. And I'd love to learn it. But... After 20 odd years of being used to the way the timing is in the PlayStation version on a PAL, because again, Australian, I might be able to. It's probably going to be a make or break thing. Especially if I'm going up against other speedrunners, if I don't learn those kinds of strats. And we're looking at the Oddysee speedrun open later this month, or starting later this month. There is no hope in heck of me getting through the first round of eliminations. There are some strats, because again it is no major glitches. There are some strats I need to learn if I stand a chance. And I have a sneaking suspicion skipping native Mudokons is one of them. And also learning how to better time the... Oh, I just pulled the lever. What is this nonsense? Or did I hop in front of it and then do nothing? Oh, you're kidding! Wait, really? Oh! Okay! Oh, now that is fascinating. Alright. So for people watching at home who might not understand, I am playing the PC version, which... Other than a couple of tidy-ups and a couple of major glitch fixes, not too different. If you are playing any version, PlayStation or PC, in Japanese, the cutscenes are structured in such a way you have to do Paramonia first. To be fair, in my head it makes the cutscenes in English make more sense anyway, but that is very interesting. The Japanese basically says, you must do Paramonia first. That is fascinating. Well, it's a good thing I'm planning on doing this one first for the speedrun anyway. Here's another one of my... There we go. I love how you can just pull the lever as you fall over. That's so good. That's what I've known for a long time, but I'm learning it as a speed strat because it does actually save a bit of time. It's a tiny thing. Now, the make or break. Okay, good. Okay. And then restock. Come on, Ellen. You... This amount of beef is going to be very difficult to work out how to move optimally in a speed run. Like, of all the things in the world that could cause problems, there are 3 that are going to be massive time sinks. Native Mudokons with slingshots, Ellen moving slowly, and swinging rocks. Everything else, fairly negotiable. I have ended runs, sliding through here, and falling in the pit. I'm not in the mood to do it again. But I won't tell him to wait, because that way, when I come back down, he's good to go. But what I will do... Oh, fiddlesticks. Is that. Because I'm not in the mood. I've been doing this one since I was 9. I'm going to abuse the heck out of it. Because they all face left anyway, so why wouldn't I? I knew it would happen eventually! And there we go, ladies and gentlemen, it is all down to Ellen jumping too early. Knew it was going to be something. I did not expect it to be that, but that's fine by me. You know what? I'll need to confirm if that is actually officially a new personal best. From an escapee's perspective, absolutely. From a progress perspective, also absolutely, because the one that got me 38 and 2 Paramonia, I didn't even make the first Ellen jump. But you know what? That still feels really